Hi guys, hope you're all well. So I've started to get back into my questions and answers. I was doing this a little while ago and then I took a break and then life got in the way, and so I've been neglecting this a little bit. But if you're in my Facebook group, and if you're not, feel free to join. It's the official Mitch Garlington Facebook group page. It's a closed group. But in there I've been asking people if you've got any questions, anything you want to know about the spirit world, about witchcraft, about psychic development, tarot, whatever it might be, however weird and wonderful. If I feel I'm able to give some guidance and help, I will try and answer the question. If I've already done a video on this in the past, I will in equal measure send you a link to the video that I previously did, and hopefully that will resonate with you. So I've had a question this morning come in, which I'm going to try and give some guidance around. And I'm just going to look at this on my iPad to make sure I get the question right. So it's by the lovely Wendy Salmon. Now, I know Wendy on a personal level. She's done some of my fairs. She's a beautiful therapist and she's also a fantastic reader. And she's also got some fantastic books out. So she's an author in her own right. So definitely somebody to check out if you're not familiar with her work already. But she's put a question this morning to me, which is, why do I see different spirits overlaying someone's face? Only certain people, not everyone. So, Wendy, I feel the reason that this is happening. Now, because I know you personally, I know that you are a fantastic reader and you actively put yourself out there as a tarot reader or a guidance reader, but you're so much more than that. You are a medium, and I know that for you, you don't necessarily use the title of medium full time because spirit sometimes comes in, sometimes they don't, and that's fine, that's fantastic, that's just the way you work. But I feel with this question, there's a few things going on here. So for me, when I first started doing my mediumship, I had a lot happen in a short space of time. And when I was really dedicating to my mediumship, I'd already got tarot under my belt for quite some years before. And I was still, practicing and doing what I was doing with the tarot. Lovely, lovely. But when the spirit world were really amplifying in energy and making it known to me, they wanted me to work with them. I used to work in the corporate world, in aggressive sort of sales, and I would have beautiful customers coming in to see me, and I'd be selling them products. But one thing that happened a lot was with certain people, the spirit world were coming in and they were bombarding me, and it was scary. It was very scary because when you're there to do a job in the corporate world, you can't just say, I've got this person, I've got that person. So the more I was kind of aware of it, but just not actively speaking it, the stronger the spirit world were coming in. So, like you're saying with certain people, when I was building a great rapport with them, they were open to receive. Basically, they were coming in and they had their defenses down. They wanted help to buy a product. And when you're in the sort of corporate world or the sales kind of environment, it's a very strange atmosphere, and it does one or two things. You're very open to that, or you are quite closed and you go in with the defensive. And some of these people, these customers that were looking round, they didn't want to talk to a salesperson, they didn't want help, they wanted to just be left alone. So they were very closed. So often, like the energies that come through, they tended not to be for those types of people because they were in and out. But the people that were there because they wanted advice, they wanted to sort of have a sell, or they wanted to buy a product, and they wanted to sort of, actually have the information, you built up a relationship, a rapport, and these were where, for me, the spirit world were ramping in and really amplifying their energy. So often I'd be chatting about a product to them, and I would see their loved ones drawing in very close. Sorry, I keep getting the coughs today. I think it's the change in weather. It keeps affecting my hay fever a little bit. Yeah, so they kept coming in very close to me, and what was happening was I was feeling forced to tell people, and obviously I had to gauge the situation, But those that I felt comfortable with, I said, oh, do you mind, I'm a medium, do you mind if I just tell you a few things? And I would be picking up on stuff. Now, it's not advisable, and as time went on, I learnt that was really against the code of conduct. But in equal measure, sometimes you're only going to see that person once. And I think this is why sometimes the spirit world come in a little bit more forcefully. So when you're seeing these types of people, you need to look at some other things. So it's not just the person themselves. Look at the environment that you're in. Are you in a space where this is happening with somebody and you're potentially only getting the one chance to see them? You might not be seeing them again. Spirit could be trying their luck and they could be pushing upon you because they know that you can work as a channel for them. And I think this is also a confidence thing, because I know when we've talked in the past, you've wanted to sort of explore this more, but it scares you a little bit. And I think it's Spirit's way of saying, come on, you've had some time. It's time for you to work with us now, because Spirit are very good at giving us timescales. And then if we don't listen to that and if we don't follow it through, they actually do it for us. They unplug us, if you like. And what I found, certainly, the more that I resisted the spirit world, the stronger they amplified the energy. And as soon as I started working with them, because they then got what they wanted, they changed the way they work. And the spirit world is very much like learning a new language. It's not like I'm talking to the camera now. There's so much more levels and layers to it than that. And the spirit world is not a physical place, it's not a physical thing. It's an energy of vibration. It's a place, or it's a vibrational consciousness of unconditional love, unconditional peace, and beautiful white light. So it's very tricky. So when these spirits are coming in, it's almost like shadows of light as opposed to shadows of darkness. So when they're morphing someone's face, again, what's happening there is they're really trying to amplify an energy to let you know, okay, this is happening. And this could be more a personal experience for yourself. It could be to show to you, you're not going crazy, you're not going mad. You are able to connect with the spirit world and they're waiting to work with you. So that could be why this keeps happening. But it could also be that it's happening with certain people because those certain people might be open to receive. So it's about looking at the characters it's happening to as well. Are these people going through times of difficulty? Because the spirit world will always try to link with you in times of frustration, in times of difficult situations. That's when we physically need our loved ones the most. So it could be that you have to explore this energy. So it's quite a layered question. Even though it sounds a simple question on the face of it, it's quite layered in some ways. But I feel this is what's going on. I feel, first of all, the spirit world are wanting to work with you in a stronger mediumship vibration. So I think this is about accepting you can do this, you know you can do this, you've done this before, you know, but it's feeling comfortable and feeling ready with your own ability and your own beautiful power. That's the first thing. Secondly, I think it's looking about, when is this happening? Is there a pattern to this? Is there an environment that you're finding yourself in? Are you relaxed and open? So it could be they're able to link in stronger and easier. Or the people around you, are they open to receive? But also, are they having times of trauma, times of stress? Is there things going on? Because again, the spirit world will naturally come in close if that's the situation. So that's something to look at as well, because you'll probably find that the people that are non-believers and completely averse to this kind of thing, I'm not saying it won't happen, but there's probably less chance of it happening to those types of people than those that are more open to receive. And it's going to probably be happening to those that are naturally spiritually awoken, which you may or may not know at this stage. So that might be for you to explore. But I would certainly say the way that I'm feeling the message and the question that you've worded, spirit of saying, you've had long enough time, girl. Come on, it's time for you to get back out there. And it's like with me, I was told, for anyone that may or may not have read my book, Stranger in This World, I talk about this experience in there. And, you know, I was told 6 years before I did anything with the mediumship side of things, 6 years, that I would be a successful full-time medium. And I was like, yeah, whatever, I don't think so. And I dismissed it very egotistically, actually, and very arrogantly dismissed it and threw it away. And, time moves on. 6 years later, here we are. So, everything has a time and space, and spirit will always keep pushing us forward, particularly when they know you have that power within to just be the sort of spiritual being you want to be. Also, if you're in a world at the moment where you're dipping in and out of the physical place and the spiritual, this could be a test for you on a personal level, because I had this as well. So when I was in my corporate world, I got to a stage where it was like a pressure cooker of energy, and I just did not want to be there anymore. Those beliefs, those ideas, they just didn't sit well with me, and it's like I wasn't that person. So if you're still trying to sort of be in that 9 to 5 environment, I also think it's spirit's way of saying you're not meant to be there. You're not sort of living in that sort of past or that sort of direction. Move forward. So there's quite a lot of layers and levels to this. And I don't want to turn it into a reading because that's not what it's about, but this is to resonate for anyone that might be getting these experiences from the spirit world. Okay, so I hope that that helps. I hope that it perhaps gives you something to think about and look into. And like I say, if you're not familiar with a pattern, start challenging the energy back and looking at reasons why. Don't just necessarily take it for what it is, challenge it back. Because the more we do that, the more spirit work with us, but in the correct way, and they move us forward. So if spirit are coming in to give you some upliftment with this as well, and some belief within your own ability, take it for what it is. Spirit only make themselves known, and they only sort of step forward to work with us in that vibration when the time is right. So you may be on a development journey, as we all are, because development is lifelong. But if spirit don't think you're ready, they won't try and fast track you. They'll gently guide you forward. And often the people that are ready are the ones that are scared to progress. They're the ones that would rather stay stuck behind the scenes. So I think there's a mix of things going on there. But I hope it makes sense. I hope it answers your question, Wendy, and thank you very much. If you have a question, or if you would like me to try and tackle anything, again, I can only talk about these experiences from my own level of understanding, but drop me a message in the questions and answers section that I've put on the group Facebook page. And yeah, I'll be doing some more videos very soon. But take care for now, guys, and I'll talk to you all again. Bye.